have Nikolina from Croatia. Hi.
Hello.
Good to see you today. And MarieV. Yes.
Hey, y'all. And Miss V here.
Oh my gosh, Miss B. Wow. Okay, and we have Denise from Portland.
Hi there.
All right. Now you guys, everybody that's watching, know that we're doing this in service to humans and pets. We are here to bring light and offer messages of hope and healing. And so we're doing this out of the joy of our hearts. And thank you for participating, for you guys to participate. It's very generous of you to spend time with us today and to share your wisdom about animals. Thank you. Okay, so we have a question. This is the first question. Rubber Tree says, question. Oh, okay, here's the question. We had to put our 14-year-old Belgian Shepherd to sleep on March 29th this year. I truly believe he had a near-death experience the night before as I was holding his head and praying for a miracle. The emergency vet suggested we put him down and my husband refused. So we went home with our dog, Dante, suffering from a mass on his liver. During the night, I pictured a great white light surrounding him, my husband and myself, and then he passed. So any comments on this?
I'm going to go first, if that's okay, because this story hits me particularly deep. This relates to a story I had with my dog, who was my very first experience with healing. I laid my hands on him and did a similar kind of ritual that this person did, and he died that day. I was freaked out. I was like, oh my God, I killed my dog. But I later realized that our animals need that experience, and it's almost like a permission. And that's what I was feeling with this particular case, is that was a moment where you were giving this beautiful baby permission and love and kind of helping to cross over. So that's what I feel like this near-death experience was, more just a beautiful, your two souls connecting and giving him permission to pass.
Beautiful. Thank you, MarieV. Anybody else? Okay. Wow. I mean, MarieV, thank you. I'm sure Rubber Tree will appreciate that. Okay, now I'm pulling up these questions on my phone. So next question. We have this is by Crafty Lady 1717. We have a terrier mix that we adopted about 3 years ago. He was 8 months when we got him, bonded really quickly with my boyfriend, and took a while for me. He goes insane when he knows we're going out, barks and screeches terribly. When he sees us getting dressed to go is when he starts. He's not alone, as we have another mix. It's a lab and golden. He even attempts to bite us when we're leaving. His name is Andy. What is the cause of this, and how can we help him?
Well, when I tune into him, he just loves his people so much that he wants to be with you all the time. And he just has such a spark and an energy, and he doesn't want to have to wait. I feel like he is just like, I want to spend all my time with you. I want to have fun. I want to run around. And so what I would recommend is just talking to him lots. Talk to him out loud, tell him you're coming back, tell him you'll play, let him know when that's going to happen and what you will do with him. And it's also, I think, probably a little separation anxiety, which is very common right now. And just kind of managing that, giving him something to do as well. If you can give him a bone or something that he can chew on when you're leaving. I used to babysit for a dog, and they would have me throw treats around the room, because when he started looking for them and kind of hunting, he would forget that you were going out the door. So any of those things I think might help, but he really loves you and wants to spend all of his time with you.
I felt that too. Thank you, Denise. Yeah. Anybody else?
I love that, Denise. And yeah, I've also picked up on the separation anxiety. I think it does stem a little bit from his history. I think I think Andy was a rescue dog from what you mentioned. So I think there is still some healing. I do remember this dog from when we did the view prior. And so but it's important that we brought this up though. I really do, because I feel like the healing and I feel like this separation anxiety has come a long ways. And that's just what I wanted to mention, is that I don't feel that level of frustration and fear that we did at one time. So I wanted to commend you on the healing journey that you guys are doing with him.
Thank you. Okay, Nikolina, is she frozen to you guys? Or is it just me? Just me? Okay.
I'm okay.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. All right, next question, guys. You ready? Okay. Okay, why does my dog, okay, this is by Laurel, by the way. Why does my dog Shiloh bark at his food bowl? Why? He won't eat it until we rearrange it, and he taps his nose on the floor between every bite. What is he doing? Is he OCD or prissy or just funny, quirky little guy?
So I just want to say really quickly, my first instinct is that he wants to be like his people. He sees the people cooking and doing things and preparing his food or preparing their food. So he's like, oh, you just pour it in there? That doesn't seem like you're giving it love and putting passion into it. So I feel like he's kind of making up his own routine from watching his people get his food ready. So I just wanted to share that. I think there's some other things too, but I'll let you guys jump in.
Yes, I do agree. From what I sense, I just sense a lot of playful energy, and almost like he's making the bowl his instrument for play or something. But maybe there's also some anxiety about something related, so maybe it's not just play, but I feel a lot of playful energy around I mean, in general, this beautiful Shiloh dog.
Beautiful. And that's I love hearing that about him. Wow. I've never heard of that. Have you guys? That's amazing, huh? Okay, next question. This is by Andrea Galvin. Do animals travel in soul groups like humans often do? If yes, do animals and humans travel in soul groups? I'm wondering about animals and soldiers or police canines.
I'll start. I think this is a beautiful question. And 100%, I believe that we travel in soul groups with our animals. And many times our animals will reappear to us even in our current life, as well as in, future lives. We'll show up, in past lives we'll be together. And for that reason, I also would believe they travel in pairs too, because they have soul groups as well. Although I'm not sure specifically about police dogs or, other working dogs, but why not? Because that's their job. And that's a job that I feel a lot of them are quite proud of, just as much as some dogs who are therapy dogs are very proud of their job. And I believe each animal, part of when they come into our life and take on a specific job, it is for a reason. Whether it is to help their fellow police officer, whether to help their fellow soldier, or, whatever their purpose is. Just as we have purposes in our lives, our animals have purposes. and just, just shorter times. And so they can have multiple purposes. So I say that by saying there may be a working dog that was a police dog in one moment. And then as that police officer retires and needs a therapy dog or needs a companion, that same dog may come back and have just a little bit more cushier lifestyle. So I hope that answers.
Thank you, MarieV. That's a beautiful answer. I agree with you totally. Nikolina, did you want to add?
Yes, I would love to add something. It was great what MarieV said. And also I mean, from what I've learned about animal communication, there is this like narrative that yes, animals come in soul groups just like humans, and more so they come in soul groups together with their humans. So it's not just like there's an animal soul group and human soul group. I believe it's more so like a family of different, beings, frequencies and everything. So that, and also what I wanted to say, yes, I believe I would share just a short snippet of my story. I believe that my current dog was actually my horse a while ago. I'm not sure, and I also feel connection to North America, and so yeah, I'm not sure when or whatever, but a lot of the times when I was trying to communicate with my dog, I would receive like a short film of a horse, and I was like, what is this about? Why would you send me these pictures? And then after a while I just felt like, oh my god, this is something related to a past life. And yeah, so it's very interesting. The point being that they can change their animal type or species, and perhaps even we can change species. That's like a bigger question, I'm not sure, but it's always good to ask these kind of questions. So thank you whoever, thank you this beautiful lady. I think it's a lady.
Andrea, yeah. And I have a similar story. I remember back in Portland when we were, Denise, you may have been there. We were practicing in the coffee shop and we were doing animal communication. And I was connecting with a hamster, but the hamster, when he passed, I was getting all the messages of his hamster life. He'd always be in the bathtub, he's swimming and he'd eat hay and stuff like that. But then when I saw him in the spirit world, he was a horse. Yeah. So it's amazing, huh?
That's beautiful. And just real quick tangent, because this just happened to me a week ago. I was talking with my tattoo artist, and she was talking about her cat, and did a brief mini reading. And yep, her cat was actually her grandmother. So her grandmother had come back as her cat right now. So thank you for bringing up that important aspect, Nikolina, because that's exactly right. I think we can all change depending on what's needed. So
I think so too. I know my guides have told me that in the past, I've been like a butterfly and a bee. Like my guide was the bee and I'm the butterfly or a flower or whatever. So, I know we can do this maybe all at the same time, right? Because we're all living, everything past, present, future is actually at the same time, I guess. They say that, but it's kind of hard to believe. Yeah, I know. Okay, it's mind boggling. That's for sure. Okay, so here's another question. And this is by Buffy 2222. 2222, Buffy. They asked this question 17 hours ago. Would my dog Slater have anything he wants me to know? He's living. Slater.
I'll jump in on this because that's actually my nickname is Buffy. So I love that. And the biggest thing, I'll be quick, just the one message I got was just joy. I know this is an extremely difficult period in our existence. And it's often difficult to find joy. But I think Slater is especially just reminding her to find joy. And it may be fleeting moments, but just to capture each and every one that comes through.
And I just want to add on to that he's telling me he really likes to be outside. So I'm getting something about the joy, about just being in the moment and getting outside, being in nature. He's saying that he really loves that. He loves to lay in the sun. I feel like he lives somewhere that it's relatively warm. And so he's saying, get outside more, come out here with me. And getting this feeling of like he wants you to be more mindful. Like, let's be present. Let's just be here right now.
Okay. Beautiful. I just got the short sentence, watch the door. So I don't know how that kind of circles the whole story. So kind of like stay true to yourself. That is more like personal message. And watch the door, like he wants you to be mindful of the door for some reason. Maybe you will know why.
Wow, beautiful, you guys. Okay, you ready for another question? Oh, look at your baby there. Oh my gosh, he can just stay in your arm that long?
We're getting excited and wanting to explore,
Oh,
but
okay, well.
especially when he noticed she noticed all the faces on the screen.
Oh, that's so cute. Well, if you need to take a break and do that, that's fine. You know, do what you need to do to take care of your little baby there. Okay, so this is from Shari H. And this was 14 hours ago. Question, did my cat Scuffy, who passed at 16 years old, know how much I loved him and how important he was to me?
I absolutely say yes, 100%. He is showing me a blanket. He says you were so comforting and loving to him, and he's just showing me this warm, fuzzy feeling. And I think that he loved you back very much.
Beautiful, Denise.
Yeah, just definitely. And I think real quick, it's hard. Humans, we need affirmations. We need something. We have different love languages, but I just want to reassure her that animals read intentions and read our hearts. So I think in this particular aspect, there was something, and I think Denise, you're exactly on with the blanket, but I think there was maybe something else that she did particularly that was very special to her. But even if she did not do any of that, oh yeah, that animal knew, the cat knew she was loved. Scruffy was very loved.
Thank you. I'm so glad. Isn't it nice that we have loved animals? Okay, next question. And this is by JeeKim. 15 hours ago. Hi, I adopted 2 sister cats, Emma and Maddie. When they were little, they were so loving. They slept together, groomed each other. Now Maddie has become the alpha. Emma is scared of her and very weary when around Maddie. Can they be loving again?
I absolutely think that they can. I do get very much of a sibling relationship from them where they kind of get on each other's nerves, but they go back and forth. They still love each other. One thing that came up is that there are these over-the-counter remedies that things that you can purchase. I don't think that that's what you need. I think this is kind of like the terrible twos or the teenage years where they're going through a phase. And I think they need a calm environment. So if they start to tussle a little bit, to not let your anxiety get up or get upset with them, and try and keep a calm environment around your home. And also just give them both love. You know, make sure that Maddie knows how much you love her and give her love and affection. And hopefully she will be able to come out of her shell a little bit.
Beautiful, Denise. I just think you guys are amazing. I love the way you guys read. I mean, you're so talented, you know. Really, thank you. Really appreciate that. And I feel honored to be sitting here with you guys. Yeah, with all your goodness. All right. Does anybody want to add to that?
I think you nailed it, Denise. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Next question. And this is by Linda Aragon. I lost my 2 Chihuahuas, Mickey and Angie, last month, within a month of each other. Heartbreaking. Can you please tell me how they're doing and if they're together? 2 Chihuahuas, Mickey and Angie, by Linda Aragon.
Well, that is very touching. I'm so sorry for your loss. Oh my God. But for me, the feeling is like I got the feeling like the picture of a teddy bear holding a heart, just like their relationship was very close, almost like they were definitely like a soul family, and I believe that they are together right now. Like they are holding each other in this whole process. That is my feeling, and I really trust in that. So yeah.
Beautiful. Thank you, Nikolina. Yeah. When you said that, that really resonated as truth.
Very, very much. Exactly. Great. Thank you, Nikolina. And just to piggyback slightly on what Nikolina said, not only do they see them together and exactly, like she said, the soul group, but for some reason, I don't know what chasing a butterfly is, but I just see them playing. So I don't know exactly what physical happened. I'm not feeling exactly their form of death, but I feel or the way that they transition, I see them happy and playing, and especially chasing, just enjoying themselves.
And if I could just add one thing, I definitely think they're together. I'm getting the message that it was important for them to be together. It was more important than what their human family needed at the time. And I am so, so sorry for your loss. It is terrible to lose one pet, but to lose 2, it's heartbreaking. Hopefully it brings you some peace to know that they're together.
Thank you. Yeah, we send them love and healing, and send Linda love and healing too. Thank you. All right, next question. Angels, this is from Angel Wings. Question is, why is my dog Sadie afraid of the wind? She's a rescue dog, and it seems windows or doors make her nervous when it is windy out. I think she can read my mind too. So Angel Wings is asking about her dog, Sadie.
Okay, I can share just a little bit, and then others can add if they have something. My first impression is that Sadie is very sensitive to noise. So it's not that she's afraid of the wind itself, it's the noise that the wind makes that I feel is making her very unsure. Like, oh my God, especially if the doors or the window, like, clap or something, if there's the curtain, or something that is also making noises, that's what I feel. So it's difficult to help her because noises happen, but there's something called deconditioning or counter conditioning dogs, and maybe you could work with a behaviorist or something like that, sort of, to help her maybe introduce smaller amounts of noise, and that's what the behaviorist will be great to provide you insight about. But yeah, you can do some counter conditioning if that's what is making her very nervous. And also what I had in my mind is that she can read your mind, but yeah, that is true as well. Okay.
Thank you, Nikolina. Beautiful. I mean, honestly, you guys are
You're so sweet,
I'm
Kim.
just blown away. Seriously.
I mean, Nikolina, right on. Exactly. The only thing is I'd like to expand that I feel like it also goes beyond noise, that I feel like it's everything is kind of coming in. And if we vibrate at a certain level and that's like our baseline, but she's already kind of hyper aware, if you will. And so all those smells, all the noise, all of, everything coming at her, I feel is almost getting to be a little bit much. And in combination, she could definitely feed off of the anxiety. So if she knows you're getting excited, then it's like, oh crap, what do we need to be excited about? Oh, this. So I think Nikolina is exactly right on with maybe a behaviorist might help. I don't know why I'm feeling like a thunder shirt type thing, but I feel like just some sort of a calming. And actually, I'm just going to say it. The other thing I think would be a perfect time to do some meditation, to kind of help calm yourself down and show her that it's okay, kind of creating a safe space for everybody to be good or everybody to be calm.
Nice. I love it. And would you explain what a thunder shirt is? Not everybody may know that.
It's the only thing I could think of. It's supposed to be, that's a brand name. So it's just one of those tight shirts that, that I think it kind of goes along the idea of just like compression is kind of just a way to help calm the nerves.
Like a hug, like they're getting
basically.
Uh-huh. Okay. Beautiful. Thank you.
I have something that I really want to
go
add.
for it.
Okay.
Go for it, Denise.
I feel like there is a strong soul connection here, and you're both very spiritual, and so you're connected. And so, yes, I think you're telepathically communicating. And I wanted to bring this up for anyone else that might think that their pet can read their mind. I always tell people, if you think that they're thinking something, then they probably are. We are much more in tune with our animals than we realize. And many of my clients will say, when I'm reading, oh, that's what I thought. That's right along the lines of how I see them. And so I encourage people to just accept that and not question it, that you don't necessarily need a third party to validate it. So I just wanted to mention that because I definitely think there is a connection there, that they are understanding each other without words.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful. I know it's so wonderful to know that we are so connected to our animals, really. Yeah. Yeah, to the nth degree. It makes me want to cry. Just thinking about animals makes me want to cry. I don't know. I just love animals. So. Okay, next is, okay, this is by Vita Phoenix. Does my dog, Seth, we got a lot of S's today, Seth, S-E-T-H, have a message for me from the other side? I had him 17 years or so, my longest relationship, lots of love. Does my dog, Seth, and this is by Vita, have a message?
What came through for me was he wants to say, you're doing the right thing. Keep doing what you're doing. And I feel like there was a journey that you were going on, and you were learning a lot, you were growing as a person. And I see him going, okay, now fly like a butterfly. Like he did his part, and now he's like, okay, you're all set. You can go forward and do these things that we've been working up to. So he feels like he really helped you and supported you on your journey. And he's saying, yes, if you have a question about anything that you're trying to figure out, he's saying, yes, you should keep doing this thing that you're doing.
Oh, sweet.
It's ironic that you said journey, Denise, because the first image I got was a car, and not because you guys did roads together, but because of a car. And what I heard is buckle your seatbelt. And because I don't know if he was a bit of a character or what, or if it had to do with like what Denise mentioned with the journey. But I think what will mean the most, the only thing I can add on to that is that know that Seth is not gone. He is coming back, and I don't think exactly real soon, but I do see Seth coming back into your life.
Thank you. Nikolina?
I do have a surprise for this person, and it's a card. Because I want to honor this long relationship. Oh my God, 17 years with a dog. So I did pull two of them. So maybe it's for, I don't know, one for the person and one for the dog. The first one is clarity. These cards are like flower cards.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And it's a bilberry bush. And the other one is balance. So it's a passion flower. I would like to leave it open, maybe to this for this person to read into them, but definitely clarity and balance are maybe teachings that are continuing from this dog, and yeah, that's it.
Beautiful. I like those cards too. What cards are those?
These are wait a second, magical herb oracle cards.
Oh, beautiful.
Thank you. I love them too. So yeah.
Nice to work with plants, huh? Okay. You guys, we're doing good on our time. We're getting a lot done here. Okay. Rainy. That's the person. Can you please tell me why my dog Lacey, L-A-C-E, has bad stomach issues? She's a 5-pound Shih Tzu. Wait, I'm not saying that right. Shih Tzu, you know what I mean. A 5-pound Shih Tzu. That's I'm seeing it wrong. Sorry about that. Okay, thank you. So, and this person's name is Rainy. Dog Lacey, stomach issues.
I would like to start by saying I feel like there's some tension or some anxiety built up, but I also feel like it's not hers. Sorry, was it female? That she's holding this tension for someone else. And it's to be helpful, right? She knows that this is out there and she's kind of taking it on. So not sure exactly where it's coming from, but in this case, I always thank them for doing this job, but tell them they don't have to. You know, you can tell her, thank you, but you know, you don't have to do it anymore, and help her to kind of release that because she is kind of taking it on as a responsibility because she's trying to help alleviate this tension for someone else.
I see that a lot. Yeah. Nikolina, did you want to add?
Only that I feel that this message is perfect, and I agree completely. That's it.
Yeah, ditto, Denise. Thank you for bringing it up. I was trying to figure out a delicate way to say it. It's like, I feel like just tension, like what is, you know, but yeah, our animals can really be mirrors often. And that is definitely what I'm feeling as well. I do feel like there's something also with water. I don't know exactly what this message is. I feel like maybe there's something. I'm not sure if you do filtered water, but if you don't do filtered water, this may be something you want to look into. Or there's actually, I feel like it could be that, but I also feel like this could be a cleansing for the person. I think that could be why I'm seeing some water too, is to kind of maybe taking a bath or taking some sort of a cleansing will help her. And I mean, you can't take a bath with your dog, but figure out a way to, you know, incorporate her into the ritual, maybe really helpful.
Does it help to put salt directly on you? You know, I know for people, like if you put it on your palms, it does change your electromagnetic field. I don't know about dogs.
I wouldn't put it on their paws. I would be
No.
afraid of burning paws, and I would be afraid of really any kind of ingestion. I would ask the
Oh,
vet
yeah.
what they think about, ingesting, especially
Yeah.
something like a salt, because we already get a lot of salt in our water. So yeah, there may be, or there's certain electrolytes in our water, but yeah, great idea with the Epsom salt. And I think, like we talked about before, if we take a bath and clear ourselves with the Epsom salt, our animals will be able to have some benefit from that. So without, you don't have to dunk them in the water to have the benefit.
That's a great idea.
I would just like to add, what came up for me is swimming. If there's somewhere where you can take the dog, because I believe that any kind of water is cleansing. And so if that's something that your dog likes, a lake or, a beach or anything like that, where you can kind of do that together, that might be a nice ritual. Not required, but just another possibility.
Beautiful. I love that idea. Okay, next question. Tricia, this is by Tricia Gallagher. Hi, Kim. I truly hope you can help me. I have 2 cats, Chloe and Andy, both 6 years old, brother and sister. In July, I had to bring them both to the vets for their annual checkup. I always bring them together since they were babies, because I had an issue when I only brought one to the vet when I got home. The other one started hissing. It took me a week to get them back together. Well, I had to bring Chloe back to for a follow-up, and now they are not getting along at all. Any advice for Chloe and Andy, the 2 cats, for Tricia?
Okay.
I just have to say, first of all, that my cats do this exact thing. So one of my cats has asthma, so he has to go to the vet more than the other one. And every time we come back, the other one hisses. And this last time it was over a week. And I think partly it is the smell, that they smell something different, and also that they know that they've been outside. So I can't say that I have a perfect solution for that, but they did get better. After time wore on, they got over it. But something about the smells in particular, I think is good to note. If you can put their blankets or something like that around them, so they're getting the familiar smell instead of this other one. So I feel your pain. I don't have an exact answer, but it will get better. I think they will get over it.
Okay, that's great that you have like a personal story. That really always, I believe, that will be helpful. My thing is, like, even while I was listening to Kim reading about the problem, like my first thought was, this one would be perfect for really kind of like maybe in-depth animal communication, so that you can kind of, get the both cats to say what they feel, what they want, and maybe, get compromise. Maybe it's just like something, I don't know. I don't want to see this cat for like one day. I want to be left just, her in the other room, and the second day I will be great. But we cannot really know for sure. And if it's 2 cats, I think it can be really interesting for you maybe as well to get to know them in that sense, getting a real consultation. So maybe if you feel like that would be great as well.
Beautiful. Yeah, what a great idea. I know, actually, that can go for any of these issues too,
Yeah.
but I can especially see having 2 cats in an issue. Yeah. I remember one time I had 2 dogs that Friday, I brought a new dog home, and so they fought for like 2 weeks, and I thought, okay, I had to put a muzzle on one of them. And so then I had an animal communicator come to the house, and she said, What? Don't worry about them. It's no big deal. You just got to make sure you didn't ask the first dog if it was okay to have a second dog. And so she just kind of worked with them, and then there was never a problem after that. I mean, that was instant. It was instant cure. And she gave them both different roles in the family, and so that helped. That seemed to work. Okay. All right, Mary Beth, did you want to say anything about that?
No, I think you ladies rocked that one. Yeah, there's nothing else to be added there. Thank you.
Okay. All right. MegH. My dog, and I hope Tricia, by the way, I'm writing down everybody's name that we're doing. So I'm going to put it in the link, when I do the link, so they'll know that their question's answered. Okay, so they'll know to watch the video to find the answer and about where it's going to be. Okay, so MegH. My dog Maggie suffers from immune-mediated thrombocytopenia, that's platelet destruction. She has been on prednisone for almost a year. We feel we only have a short while together. How can I make her feel comfortable? Thank you. That's by MegH and dog Maggie.
First of all, I just want to honor you for this because this is definitely a difficult time when our animals are sick. And to just, I encourage you to not look at Maggie as an animal who is sick, first of all. And you may be exactly right with, you only have a short time, but remember, time is relative. So you can make an amazing time out of a week. Or you can make a stressful time out of a month. So I just really encourage you to just remind her how supported and how loved she is. And each moment you guys spend together, don't look at her as, oh my God, I only have so much time with her left. Make it joyful, make it peaceful, make it loving. Personally, one of my horses is 30 plus. He's a rescue, so we don't know exactly how old he is. And last night, he gave me one of the first signs that, this may be you're getting close to our time. And so it was just a reminder that it's not easy. So I send you lots of love as the caregiver. It's hard to kind of put our emotions aside and not to let grief take a hold of us. But I just encourage you to look at Maggie for the amazing creature she is and to enjoy the time you guys have. And just the loving time that you have. The vet can give you some great recommendations if you're worried about activities that you can do. But, even just sitting on the couch together can be a blessing. So whatever she's allowed to do, I encourage you to cherish that.
That's beautiful. Thank you, Mary Beth. Anybody else want to add anything?
Okay, so there's just one little vision that I have, and I'm not sure if it's like a memory or is it something that maybe this dog is kind of thinking about. I just see it in grass. So like I just see it's like his head in the grass and he's like trying to nib on the grass. I'm not sure if he's allowed to, but I just see him like enjoying time in the grass. Maybe it's a memory, maybe it's something that he would like to again do, but maybe just it's a nice thing to maybe sit with an animal and share memories with them. Like maybe this person that asked this beautiful question can do that. Maybe you can sit and just visualize what you really loved about this dog and just send him grateful energy, send him thanks. That would be amazing, I believe.
Beautiful. Thank you. Okay, next question. You guys up for it?
Yeah, let me just mention real quick, because when Nikolina was talking, I don't know why, but I heard this loud and clear. Don't be afraid to ask for a miracle. Be open. And whatever that miracle looks like, don't be, allow it to come. So I'm going to be a little stern, get grief out of your mind and just be open, and don't be afraid of a miracle and don't be surprised how the miracle shows up. It may not mean that she has 5 more years. It may mean, another form, but be open and don't be afraid to ask for that miracle.
Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you. Okay. Now this is from Rachelle. Spicy. Shih Tzu, 15 years, crossed in 2011. We were a unit. She was given a chapter in a book, Our Pets and the Afterlife. She came back transparent to me to view. Moved objects, 33 strong visits in 4 months. She was and is the love of my life. Talk to me, Spicy. She's beautiful. Oh, yeah. What is your best memory, Spicy? Okay, so that's what she asked. Talk to me, Spicy. And this is for Rachelle.
The first thing that I see is Spicy coming back from a groomer and having bows in her hair, and she just says, "I'm so pretty, look at me," and she's kind of going in circles and dancing around, and I feel like she liked being the center of attention, and she liked feeling pretty and kind of just putting herself out there. And it's very lighthearted, like she's running around like dancing, like I'm so pretty, like she's singing too. So that was I think just a good memory that she's sharing with me.
I don't know if you can relate to this or if this resonates, but for some reason I keep seeing ice cream. So I don't know if it was after a grooming trip. I don't know if it was like a special, a treat that came, but I just keep seeing like going out, and it could even be like a puppuccino from Starbucks. That's what she sees, but I just see like a cold treat. So whatever that means, but that's the symbol I get. And then the only other quick thing is just being in the moment. I think she was a beautiful testament to not only knowing how amazing she was, but also cherishing each moment. So she was definitely one to live in the moment, live in the spotlight, but live in the moment. So
thank you. They teach us so much. I love it. Okay, guys, if we can hang in there for 7 more questions. We'll see, okay? If you can. We'll see how it goes, okay? All right, Sue Sharp. My living cat, Pavi, does incessant yowling late at night. Can he tell you why and how can I help him stop? And I'm exhausted from being awakened every couple of hours. And this is Sue Sharp with her cat, Pavi.
Okay, this one is going to be maybe obvious. I just feel that it's the call of the wild for some reason, and that the cat wants to go hunt. So if you can, I don't know what you can do. Number one, if you can like rearrange something that will resemble to hunt in your house or wherever you are located, that would be maybe great for this cat. I feel that she has a busy mind, and is it a she? I'm sorry, is it? Yeah, or is we're not sure, but is it if it's a she or he, doesn't matter, but I feel he has a lot of mind energy and wants to apply a strategy and wants to do something very complicated and manage to get something. Maybe you can try to, I don't know, play a game where you hide his food, but it's not that only he wants to find the food, he wants to kill it. So that's my impression. I'm so sorry if it's too graphic or something. But maybe you can, I don't know, have some fun, but please don't take it literally. I don't know. Take
No.
what resonates and keep the rest. Yeah.
Anybody else want to share?
So I agree with that. What I saw was Pavi looking outside, and it's almost like a protection thing. At night when it's dark, he wants to look out for his people, and so he's almost like making noise to ward off anything from outside that that maybe he can't see or that might be lurking in the shadows. So if I feel like it's definitely related to like outside might be hunting, but also a protection. And I'm not really sure what you can do about that either. I know I said this before, but I always say, thank you for doing that job, because they think they're helping, and you can just tell them they don't have to do that anymore. I feel like this is kind of an animal instinct though, like the hunting. So it's going to be hard for them to just stop. So I would suggest earplugs, I think, but or put them, if there's somewhere they can be on the other side of the house. But just be aware of that Pavi thinks that he's helping, that and also that it's an instinct.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Love it. Okay. Now, here we go. Kathy S. is asking, does Sadie have any messages for me she passed on Halloween? Now, I have no idea if she's a dog or a cat or what. And this is Kathy S. I think it's a dog, but I don't know that for sure.
I will jump in because I really felt that just goosebumps and actually just a warmth in my solar plexus when you said the name Sadie. But what I think the biggest message for Sadie is it's really cool because I tried to picture what is she? And she kind of was transforming into these different animals. So it was kind of like an identity crisis / reminder that what we've talked about is that they come to us in many forms. And again, I'm just feeling such a strong presence in my solar plexus when we talked about, and it's a warmth. So I what I'm interpreting this symbol to mean is just the love, the confidence you felt, or that the gifts that she brought is still there. And that comfort, that's the other thing, is I feel like that comfort, even though she's not with you right now in physical form, know that you can still call her for comfort. So.
Beautiful. Thank you.
If I can just add quickly, when you said Halloween, I saw an animal in a costume. And it was almost like I couldn't tell what the animal was either because it had this costume on. And so I agree with the transformation, the changing. I feel like her purpose on earth was to help her people go through some kind of transformation. And so she's saying, I serve my purpose is what I'm hearing.
Beautiful. Yeah. Thank you.
Maybe just a small tip as well for anyone, but especially for this this person who asked for a message, is that it's always lovely to light a candle in memory of our past animal, and maybe even sit down and see if we get any messages ourselves. I know it's not easy, especially for a past animal and everything, but maybe you get like one word. You just sit down, light a candle, and you get one word, and maybe that one word will mean something to you, like today or in a week or in 2 weeks. I always like to encourage people to try and get their own messages as well. So yeah,
That was beautiful, Nikolina. Thank you.
Exactly. Okay, 3 more. Okay. I'm sorry, MarieV. I see her name a lot. She's got a beautiful, I don't know if this is an owl or what little animal on her picture, but is there a message from my adopted bird, Kiwi, or my chinchilla, Maisie? So she's got a message from either Kiwi, which is a bird, or chinchilla, Maisie. And this is by MarieV.
I don't have anything yet, but I just have to say I love your family. I love a chinchilla and a bird. As a new bird owner, a bird home, I love it. I love it.
Kiwi.
Sorry, MarieBeth, did you get a bird?
Oh no, she has a bird. Kiwi, I think, is the bird. She has a
Okay.
bird and a chinchilla. I did get 2 new birds, but that's separate.
Oh. I got a little message just that the bird's very happy to be there, feels very lucky to be in the home. That's what I felt.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting. It's one of these odd partnerships or these odd couples, but I get that like everybody is really, that we're symbiotic. I mean, I get that. I can't tell because the bird will start laughing and then the chinchilla will start laughing. So I think that they kind of are feeding off of each other, but they're kind of finding each other amusing. But I do get that it's definitely a cohesive family. Yeah, that's all I'm getting right now.
I'm getting that they have different roles. The chinchilla to me is saying, I'm really busy. I've got things to do over here and like running around. And Kiwi, what I'm getting is feels very pretty. Kiwi likes when people come over and just look at her and just spend time with her, just to be there. But I just think that's funny. My sister used to have a chinchilla and a bird, and their cages were like right next to each other. So I don't know if there's something about that they're just kind of animals like to be together. But it's a great family.
I love how you said that. It's amazing. They both have separate roles. And also when you said like chinchilla is I have work to do, and Kiwi, for me, it was like Kiwi is more so like he's giving this work for me. He's giving it like a music background. Like he's like doing like she's the rhythm and Kiwi is the melody. I don't know, but maybe that makes sense. I feel they are a very funny duo and very nice name.
Yeah, I know. The bird just feels so happy to be there to me. Okay, there's a lot of entertainment in that home. Okay, so just 2 more questions. This is from Viviane. Does my cat, Matt, who died December 2020, have a message for me, please? And thank you. Nat is a cat for Viviane.
Immediately, what I heard was, I'm sorry that I had to go. And he says, but I was just so tired. So he really wanted to stay with you. And I think our animals usually do, but their bodies just don't last that long. And so they do stay with us in spirit. It doesn't always feel the same. Sometimes I hesitate to say that because, oh yeah, they're still here. That doesn't help when you're still grieving. That doesn't make the pain go away, but he loves you very much. And he is saying, I'm sorry that I had to go. He would rather have been able to stay with you, but he wasn't able to.
I'm sorry, Kim, was the name Viviane? I think so. Viviane, I want to apologize. First of all, I don't know if this is particularly your cat that's coming in, but the very strong picture, kind of a tuxedo, bigger cat, not a slinky, but kind of just a bigger tomcat, so to speak. And the message I heard was that it's not your fault. So I bless you and honor with that. I don't know for sure if that's Viviane, but I just have to honor that cat that did come through. So
Thank you, Mary Beth. Beautiful. Okay, here we go. Our last question there might be one more if I looked on my email list, but let me just see here because I think we're probably like, this is maybe enough time here. Yeah, because we're at about an hour. Okay. Okay, here it is. This is from Diane Bender. I have two cats, Bart and Taja. Bart is a 10-year-old Burmese and Taja is an 11-year-old Turtle Point Siamese. Taja, okay, was a rescue. Bart doesn't let Taja sleep on my bed, and in fact, at times it seems he doesn't like her. He will stare at her down and will attack her once in a while. He doesn't hurt her. Why does he do that?
I'll be quick on this one, but I'm sorry to be laughing. But that's just what I feel like. I don't know, because I did hear the word attack, but I do get it's kind of a playful. I feel like the one who's doing the, and Denise can definitely, and Nikolina can mention some stuff here too. But what I get is it's just kind of like a big brother, causing trouble, and he likes the reaction he's getting. So I know that doesn't help, but that's the reason why I'm feeling what I'm.
Yes, I can see that for sure, that he's being playful, but I also think it's a way of asserting his dominance, that he's saying, I'm the alpha. He is kind of feeling like this was my house first. So a little bit of putting in her place, but also like accepting, like he's like, okay, well, I can share, but you have to know that this is how it is. You're on mute, Kim.
I'm sorry.
Okay, maybe I just want to add also just a thought that came to my mind as Mary Beth was laughing and talking about how she's apologizing for laughing, because actually I have read an article about dolphins, and in which they kind of disclose, if that's an okay term, that like their playful energy can go into aggression very easily, and they don't see it as aggression, even when we see like them like being very, oh my god, they're fighting, oh my god, if they're going to survive. In their mind, their message is, it's not that serious, like I know we are very, for starters, myself, like when I see my dog just like lift his lip or something, I'm just, oh my god, she's going to kill someone. I'm very anxious about fighting animals, but I think they're trying to teach us, chill. Even us, we fight, and I mean, we fight with each other, and it's not that serious. It just looks serious, and we say mean words, but sometimes it just really kind of, I don't know, maybe this is not the best point, but sometimes even fighting can be playful if it's not mean, if its intention isn't mean. So okay, that's my point.
Oh my gosh, that's wonderful. Thank you. Thank you. I love that. So we're ending on that. The way they play or fight can look way worse than it really is. That's, I guess, so amazing. Thank you all. So would you mind just unmuting and we can just say goodbye? Thank you for being here. Thank you for these questions, for all these questions. We did a lot of questions. I didn't even count how many, but we did a lot. You guys did a lot. And so I'm going to put up the video today, and blessings to you guys, and we'll be back and do this again.
Sounds great. Thank you to all. Thank you to you four ladies, or you three ladies, and to everybody who submitted a question, and those that didn't submit a question that were just here for the fellowship. Thank you, because all that energy is felt. So, and our animals all feel that as well. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
It was amazing being with you tonight.
Thank you.
tonight for me as well.
Good. And it's an honor too, when you let us talk to your animals, you are letting us into a piece of their soul. So it's always an honor, and I'm thankful for the opportunity.
Very much. Thank
So
you.
thanks for joining us.
Blessings, blessings. Okay, and I put your links down below, guys. Okay.